Hey button pushers, my name is Nick and welcome back to the life and suffering of Sir Brante. And do you still have the little fuzzy feeling from getting the good ending with Sophia? Good. Cherish that, hold on to it, because we're about to ruin it. And we're going to jump back to the start of the revolt, because I had a little look at what the secret achievements were, because I knew there were 2 secret achievements and I didn't know what they were. Now I know. Annoyingly, it also means I'm going to have to redo the noble playthrough, because one of them I have to get during peacetime being a noble. I kind of wish I'd have known earlier, but the other one we can get right now. A cornered beast. And this time, instead of saving Sophia or stopping Sophia, we're going to get rid of Sophia. Which is... no. This is not going to be pleasant. But because I have 20 scheming, then why not? So, Sophia's in your way. You will deceive her and hand her over to Otton. I'm pretty sure this gets me... yeah, there we go. Oh, I hate that the achievement's called Second Date. That has so many horrible connotations to it. You've seen enough over the past few days. Sophia is out of control. She's going to undermine your cause and lead the city to ruin. Her reckless hatred for the entire world order spells doom for this rebellion, revenge and destruction, as all Sophia wants. If she remains in charge, the revolt will descend into bloodshed and wanton cruelty. She must be eliminated. You should be in command of the revolt. You will not get a better chance to make your move. Sophia was all too eager to walk into a trap before. She'll trust you. The rage of battle and deafening rumble of gunfire render the noble riders blind and deaf to your approach. You bring your squad closer, waiting for the perfect moment to take them by surprise. Sophia and her rebels fight with all their might, but the riders keep pushing. The ring around them becomes smaller and smaller. Squad, attack! Our cause is just. Sophia, we're coming! Death the tyrants! Steel grinding against steel, cloud of acrid smoke, the stench of blood, horses neighing in terror. You used to walk to Sir Tibor's school along this very street, but now it's the site of a terrible battle. You find Sophia in the chaotic skirmish. Follow the flashes of magical yellow light. One by one, the riders fall from their saddles, paralysed by her spell. Sophia's sepia eyes burn with rage. Come here, Otton. I'll show you what your servant can do. Driven by blinding rage, the desperate young woman faces the armed and armoured riders on her own. You finally make your way to her side. Sophia. Niklaus, finally. I thought they got you. Come on, let's crush them together. Sophia flashes a predatory grin and dashes towards her sword-wielding former master. There you are. I knew you'd come. Missed your master, did you? Your magic won't help you this time. I've got a fresh collar right here with your name on it. Sophia's eyes glare at him like 2 brilliant suns. You'll be the one running now, Otton, but you won't get far. Niklaus, shoot him. You glance around quickly, then with one swift motion, you smash Sophia in the back of the neck with the butt of your musket. She collapses, struggling to breathe. Not you, Brante. Et tu, Brante. She loses consciousness before she can finish her thoughts. Her former master looks up at you, utterly mystified. So you're on my side, commoner. Wait a moment. I think I know your face. But you don't converse with the Archneon. Instead, you hurry back to the rest of the rebels and order them to retreat. Sophia has been caught. Fall back. You withdraw from the square down back streets under the cover of gunfire. Let the scum flee, gentlemen. We have what we came for. Have her shackled at once, and don't forget the collar. Without her in the lead, this puny rebellion is doomed. Hurry, there are more rabble-rousers for us to deal with. In a quiet space surrounded by several houses with boarded-up doors and windows, Sophia's rebels take a moment to lick their wounds. Armed with guns and explosive, they'll make a formidable force once they join your soldiers. But Sophia has been captured. Her rebels' morale has cracked. The last straw has lost its leader. You gather the rebels around you. Sophia has been caught. Your foes expect the rebellion to crumble without her in the lead, but you cannot be broken. You're ready to step up and lead the revolt in her stead. Some voice their distrust with quiet whispers. Many of them saw you dive into the thick of the skirmish with Sophia by your side and emerge alone. You still walk free. Why did you let her get caught? But you nipped their suspicions in the bud. You protected Sophia's back for as long as you could, but who could fight off an Archneon swordsman? You had to retreat. You had to make sure the revolt still had a leader. Sophia did the impossible. She brought you all together. She armed you. She taught you to fight for a just cause, and you were by her side all the while. It's now your responsibility to see her vision through and win freedom for the people. You raise a fist skyward. For Sophia! For the revolts! The last straw rebels lift their muskets. Brante! Lead us, Brante! Only a handful remain quiet, their arms folded resentfully across their chest. You take a deep breath after your fervent speech, then send a spy to figure out where Otton's headed next. He reports back soon. The noble militia has left for the prefecture. A mob has gathered there, demanding that the prefect side with the revolt. Otton, however, wants to break the demonstration up and have Elborn and his judges executed for treason. There's still time. If you play your cards right, you could make new allies and eliminate enemies. With that in mind, you order your men to get ready. The prefecture awaits. I feel real bad about this. Okay, I'm just going to rush through the rest of the revolt and then get to what happened afterwards, because I need to know the consequences of my actions. Okay, what became of Sophia? You surrendered Sophia to Otton, her former master, but the noble militia was defeated soon after, and Otton was executed by the mob. Sophia did not remain a prisoner for long. She snuck out of the city in secret and disappeared without a trace. But yeah, I defended the city. I gave it to Otton, but then I kind of rescued her at the same time. After your betrayal, she grew even more desperate and cruel than before. She's learned from her mistake and will never trust anyone ever again. But as much as she hates you and loathes your name, Sophia still throws it around as a means to recruit new supporters for her cause. She still threatens to foment unrest in various parts of the Empire, hoping to avenge those who died defending the freedom of Anazot. Okay, now I'm wondering, what happens if the Empire wins? Well, let's find out. So, the worst I could get was Dark Times ending, so the stalemate between the two. I couldn't actually make the revolt lose completely, so even in Dark Times, it ends exactly the same, because either way, we end up with exactly the same thing, which is kind of disappointing. I mean, it's not disappointing. I didn't want Sophia to suffer. I was just intrigued about the different story angles, of which there are none. So, basically, she gets away and hates me. But joke's on her, she can't kill me because I died for the revolt. So I'm going to end this one here, because this only needed to be a short one. The next one, I am going to go back through and become best friends with Philippe. And that one's probably going to take a little bit longer, because there's going to be a lot of scenarios where I haven't chosen the spy network option before, so we'll be reading through a lot of stuff. That one's going to be a longer playthrough, so I will give that its own video, which will be the next one. So until then, if you want to check this out for yourself, then the link to the game page is in the description. If there's anything in particular you want to see or you think I've missed, then let me know. Leave me a comment. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then why don't you go ahead and hit the like button, the absolute betrayal that is the subscribe button. Make sure you that bad boy. And until next time, love you, bye.